Hello, lads. CCN plans when Rita comes out? I've got some vanilla pudding with me right now. Hello, Frontiers, Sigarica, and Industry Plant. Well, I would like to plant my poles in that, let me tell you. Everyone over here concerned with a damn samurai hag. Another one. I don't know why there's not that many people interested in like the orange-haired Fae girl. I think that's far more interesting than just sword weeaboo girl. Again. Hello, Tomato. Tomato, you do realize that I did play Wuthering Waves. I have 4 streams of it. I said I was gonna get Amieth, and I also said, where do you think the basis for my Arknights Headfield performance video was? I said I came back, and then I crashed twice. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 streams of it. Rita's already out. How many days do I have? How many days do I have? Skip Rika? We're not skipping Rika. Big Rika.
You should have about like 20 days, if not 19.
I hear a fan going off. You making something right now?
No, I think that's the fridge.
Oh, is it?
It's been pretty loud as of late.
Are you just groggy right now? I thought you said you were recovering.
I didn't say I was recovering.
Could have swore over the phone you said you were feeling better.
Not entirely, really. These fucking head colds, they come and go in severity in the moment.
Okay, one moment.
I'm sick, Xiao Pan. I've been sick for 2 nights. When I get a head cold, it lasts for like 5 to 6 days. Sick of reading chat. You're goddamn right I am.
Do I need to turn him down, guys? Even just like a little tad?
Down. I
Just a
feel
little
like
bit.
I would need to be up in my current state.
You have to account for my proximity.
You sound like a chain smoker. I feel like a chain smoker.
I'll turn you down by 3 decibels. I normally go in increments of 5 or 10, but I guess we'll just do 3 this time. Hello, Claire. I only asked for my brother to be here. Hello, Squashin. I only asked for my brother to be here so we could do a recording for Donna polls. But then after that, he's welcome to just go back and lie down. And I'll just focus on chat. Like it's a Stellasaura night. I can focus on chat just fine. I need to make a folder for Donna polls.
Alright, bro. Sounds like a depressed moist critical. Let me try and do a moist critical intro 1 moment. You know what sucks? When you think they throw the winning Super Bowl ball, but in reality it was just your dirty sock from last night that you, after putting it on the door to signal to your homies you were having sex, instead you thought, nah, the sock needs to get in on the action. But do I have a story that sounds worse than that for you today, guys? AI.
Okay, when we're done here, I need to record that and put that in the video because I'm not recording right now, but I'm gonna go back and put that in as recording.
That's basically every moist critical intro, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let me randomly interject 4 things that have no connections to each other. And one of them sometimes is a bit more raunchy or out of left field. And then you connect it to usually something relatable.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're good to start after that.
Then he basically says, but you know what's terrible or even worse? And then he brings up the video topic.
There's been quite a few people who've been getting, like, actually annoyed with Moist as of late. Do you think, like, any of those people are worth listening to?
I've noticed that in my feed because of his political distaste of Donald Trump, but I don't think of anything else has actually got him in hot water, quote unquote.
This game seems to interest
me. I think it really is just his anti-Trump tanks.
Is it too late to start this game as a new player? So I am far from even like a decent person to ask about if Stellasaura is like good right now. So
okay, well, ask me, because I literally did Endgame in the first month, and I completed basically all the content in the game. And whenever there's a patch, it's like not even 5% new content, right?
You'd say the game's easy. You say the game's easy.
If you come in, stay on this screen, by the way. Stay on this screen. If you come late into this game, it is going to take an extended period of time before you can try Menace Arena, Proving Grounds, Cataclysm Survivor, or Boss Blitz. You would basically, your only real form of gameplay would be Ascension, which is the generic roguelike, which effectively has no like end game scaling if you wanted to, play it for a long time when you theoretically get your account all in order. There's no like actual endless or anything like that. It's a roguelike mode you do for your deck upgrades, but then you take that into those 4 on the bottom right end game or weekly modes. And because of that, Menace Arena, Cataclysm Survivor, and Boss Blitz in particular. So Cataclysm Survivor and Boss Blitz, these are your standard 2-team modes. So you can kind of get away with some stuff as a new player coming in pretty late. But of course, you won't have as many freebies. I'll get into why, by the way. You won't have as many freebies or freebie characters to really, really, really spread your account. And Menace Arena, or even Proving Grounds for that matter, this is the problem with this game for a new player. This game is exclusively mono elemental teams, and that has not changed basically since the game came out. Now, what do I mean by that? Every team comp has the same exact strategy. They might play differently, and the gameplay is actually very fun, very bullet helly, very entertaining, dodging and attacking gameplay, avoiding attacks and all that. It's very fun, but every team is going to play the exact same. You're going to have people that apply a infliction, and then you're going to have people that detonate the infliction. And this isn't like your standard other games in the gacha, especially as of late, where they apply, like, let's say, ice, and then they burn the ice off. There's none of that. It's you apply ice, and you use a different ice character to detonate that ice, but only if that character explicitly says they detonate ice. And then it's even more restricted by how effective the character can do that.
Oh, I have to stand still. Right now, I have to stand still to shoot with Donna? That's weird. It's like the only character that has to do that.
On screen right now, you're seeing just one character. When he pops abilities, it just calls the characters in to do something. Kind of like Enfield, but at no point can you swap to the other character. And this is a bit detrimental, right? Because a character being played as the main character versus being a support character completely changes everything, right? There are 3 classes: DPS, mixed, and support. The mixed characters and the supports can apply a debuff, and the DPS is pretty much more often than not, when they're in the support role, will detonate the debuff. This means that if you for some reason want to play a DPS in the main squad, and you think, oh, the buffs that this other DPS or mixed character use would synergize with this character, well, that also depends on whether or not that character's support skill is a apply or a detonate. We'll use Amber, for example. She's one of the beginner characters, right? If you want to do a fire team, like right out of the gate, with like some of the early on fire characters. But you don't want to use Amber. You will eventually use Amber because you need her because every team is mono element. But because of that, Amber's support skill is a detonate. And if you already have somebody else that's applying it, then you're losing out the DPS that could have been on the main character, or also just in general, detonate characters when they're in the support role, they barely have that many attacks or effects. They'll like get like 1 or 2 detonates off, and that's it. It's really, really bad. Like Amber in the main DPS role is significantly stronger, infinitely stronger than she ever could be in the support role, and it's just bad. It's really, really bad. And because this game relies on a mono element system, it means that you're restricted in your options. So let's get back to Menacing Arena and Proving Grounds, which you saw on the previous screen. Menace Arena is a endgame mode, probably with the most content, just when you talk about like time played, right? Menace Arena is 7 different arenas that are 6 of them are elemental focused, and then the last one is just anything.
Can I quickly mention something? So when I'm gonna quickly mention something. So when he says the roguelite mode is used to get a build to then when you play the roguelite mode, which is the quote unquote core aspect of the game, and then you take that build into endgame or like farming stages, this is where like the depth of the gameplay comes in, because depending on what cards you pick from the roguelite mode, it changes the build of the main or the secondary characters you play. So this trial build, this one up here, is about firing more arrows with her auto attacks. This one's all about summoning her dolls to do AoE damage. And there's also builds here if you put her in the support slots. Just want to say that.
It is a really cool system, but the problem is it's gimped by how locked in you are to having a team that literally synergizes with it, right?
Wait, she's actually kind of nasty as a support. Wait, she's really fuck nasty as a support. Holy shit.
Is she not a support character, or is she mixed?
She's versatile.
Okay, so she's mixed. So, Menace Arena has 7 arenas total. The first one is just anybody can participate, but the other 6 are restricted to the 6 elements. This doesn't mean that you can take characters in there that are not the same element. If you want to enter the ice arena, it can only be with ice characters. So
yeah,
if you're a new player,
I'll show in a moment.
This is an entire game mode you just effectively are locked out of. And the game unironically forces you to invest in basically as many characters as possible. And this is where the main actual issue of the game comes in. It's like, right, okay,
hold on.
So
I can just open to the modes and show them. So
okay, well, I'm gonna keep talking.
Okay, well, this is Menace Arena. Only 2 of these stages are open at any time, and then they reopen themselves every, I think, 24 hours. So right now you can only use light and dark, and then tomorrow it'll be fire, water, and then this will lock off, and then this will lock off another 24 hours later, and then it'll be wind and earth. There is the infinite one up here, but you're gonna go through that. That mode is just basically like there's like 70 or like 80 waves of each quote unquote arena based on element, and you have like a minute 30 to just like kill the wave, and then just repeat that for like 70 waves. I haven't had an issue with it in like the first one, like floor 1 to like 70 based on my count, but I play this game very casually, so I'm one of the worst people to ask in terms of like difficulty. Now, I've done Cataclysm Survivor actually a few times, and even with my casual ass, I've actually managed to get max score consistently. You just pick 2 teams, and then you fight a horde of fight a horde of enemies, and then you pick up a bunch of buffs while doing it that may or may not improve your ability to kill stuff faster in the mode. So it has its own layer of like meta progression within each attempt. You could potentially get a better run based on what you get here. The only one I struggle with is boss blitz. And if you've ever played Zenless Zone Zero's Deadly Assault, where you're just trying to get a score against a boss, that's basically this mode. I cannot get max. I cannot get max rank. Granted, I can play this game very casually, so I'm probably doing the mechanics wrong. Either that, or my builds are trash.
Your builds are just. Remember remember the whatever her name was,
this Shia build right here, where
Remember
it's just
Shia
random
event?
cards. It's just random cards that I picked, and then you had to,
and then I had to fix your build for you.
Yeah.
By the way, stop doing that. Stop front loading everything into a few cards. Try and branch out cards.
I don't read the cards.
Anyway,
I play this game casually.
The hugest problems in this game, especially if you're especially if you're talking about this game of like, oh, if I'm a newbie, can I get into it, right? That implies that you want to get into it and feel like you have a good amount of content you can do. Well, aside from story mode, which is just 90% dialogue, right? If you want raw core gameplay, aside from just spamming Ascension, which is the most milquetoast dull mode with no transformativeness or no real like end game scaling for it at all. Would I say no end game scaling? I mean, if I was to walk in there right now with my kind of maxed teams, everything, bosses included, would die in the first 10 seconds. It's really pitiful. There's no endless or anything like that. Just for the sake of you wanting to keep playing, right? This game desperately needs an endless mode for Ascension. Not even to just improve your loadouts, but just to just keep playing if somebody wants to do it. Anyway, like I want to.
Dragon asks, does this game have neutral cards? No. Each character has their own set of cards. And when you roll from the pool of like cards or like skills, when you level up during a run to make your build, if you it will just bring up one of these cards, and each one of these is like specific to the character. So these like rainbow bordered ink ones, these are the ones that will actually affect your build the most. And then you've got like rare and then commons, and there's different cards based on whether or not you have them in the main DPS slot or in the support slot.
Anyway, one of the main contributing negative factors to progressing in this game is the progression itself. It is at a snail's pace of material acquisition, pretty much on purpose, right? Especially if you're talking about like skills, like upgrading skills, because you will always, every day, get more skill talent books from commissions, your daily 20-hour commissions, than you would from actually using stamina on it. It's absolutely atrocious.
So there's like a few other endgame modes that Stellasaura does have, but it's rotated out as like event content. So it's less consistent than like the regularly refreshing endgame modes. The only other thing is this slot right here. This is like high difficulty level content. I can't do this right now because I'm a casual. Like, there's literally no other way to put it. I'm a casual. I've not actually been able to clear these. Like, they introduced this maybe like 4 patches ago, and I've never actually cleared this. Then again, I've only tried once when they introduced it, and then from there on, I just haven't bothered because I played this game casually as like Stellasaura is a side game. This is a side game. I treat it like a side game. I play it like a side game. I love Stellasaura has one of my favorite stories I played in gachas, and that's why I play it. DA needs work because the accessibility feels limited right now. It's gonna be like that. All right.
Okay, let me try and bullet point it because Paul got lost in the sauce. Let me try and bullet point it. I'll just do 3 bullet points. Lacking content for an endgame account, or just any endgame account really, that doesn't last longer than more than 10 minutes. Material gain is painfully slow. And the 3rd bullet point would be the game demands you to basically have 6 teams if you want to do all the content. Well, I'm not saying do all the content at a high difficulty. I'm just saying do all the content, period.
Okay, yeah. So Menace Arena does not reset. This is finite content, but it will unlock or relock every day. Cataclysm Survivor and Boss Blitz are the ones that reset. And both of these modes, I believe you have two preferred elements and then one resistant element. So you can bring water, wind, but but you can also bring something that's neutral, which I believe I did before in the last reset, as I brought a neutral element, and that got me just fine. But they also have resistances.
By the way, Menace Arena is just shit content. I'm gonna be honest. It's the one that has the most, but it is really, really boring. Menace Arena, unironically, fucking sucks. It's so boring.
Well,
but it's the one that has the most stages you could play.
But it's finite, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright. I will say, another positive about Stellasaura is when these events come out, you spend stamina on these stages for Stellasaura during an event, and then I can just go ahead and just do a quick sweep. Okay, I got some currency, and then you can use it in the event shop. So you got plenty of resources that you'll use to build characters. Whether or not you choose to decide to pull the character in question, you can still use these on other characters. There's standard pulls, there's limited pulls, and there's even a 5-star weapon in here. There's a 5-star weapon in here. So every event now, there's a 5-star weapon, and you can max them out. Is
it ultimate damage like it always is?
You use these to max them out. Ultimate damage?
Is it ultimate damage? It's always fucking ultimate damage.
Main Trekker gains 1 stack of Thought Ripple. At 10 stacks, increases aqua damage dealt by friendly units, so I guess supports, and then increases skill damage dealt in the main squad by 6. No.
Finally, it's not fucking ultimate damage.
So
what about the passive? What about the extra passive?
Oh, you want me to look at the extra passive? Down here, need water and aqua and pummel melody, and it gives
finally a fucking disc that isn't ult damage based. The reason I say that
there's an ult effect down here.
Maybe get like 2 ults
there's an ult effect down here
per character.
There's an ult effect. There's a third effect.
Hey, ult effect! Fuck you, game. You literally get ults off like twice. Any form of gameplay.
The drama you heard about Stellasaura is when Styx was covering the game before it came out, and in the last beta they doubled the premium currency requirements to pay for pulls in the game. But it was taken out of context. And then a bunch of creators then jumped on Styx's like omitted context information and then tried to like drag the game through the mud. Okay. Are we good to move on to the pulling now?
So cold.
Can I start the recording for the pulls?
I need to turn the heat on again.
Okay, I'll wait. We've got like 300 pulls, so I'm hoping things will go well.
74 degrees, it's not enough. Make it 75.
They just couldn't handle peak. Hello, your lobster. Hey, now that Donna's out, I hope the people complaining about the Blue Archive community or like the pseudo Blue Archive community will stop complaining, and maybe they'll actually drop some money on this game. They'll drop some money. Anyway,
oh yeah, pull acquisition is pretty dog shit as well. And also on top of that, he was mentioning the events earlier. I actually fucking hate the events because every time an event comes around, it's like, oh great, I can't target the materials I need to upgrade this character or this disc right now because an event is fucking going. So I need to focus all my stamina into the event so that way I can get all the rewards in the event shop, because the ratio of gains from the event shop is much higher. But if it's like materials you don't need, but you could need in the future, you kind of make the value judgment of, well, I don't need these materials, but the event shop gives so many of them that I might as well just priority
also the event shop. If you use your stamina for event shop currency to then buy the resources at the event, it's a better return rate than just using stamina on normal activities.
Right, but for the longest time, I needed like Shia talent skill material, but there were like times where 2 events or 3 events would come out, and the talent material is not the one I need for Shia. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just not upgrading Shia for another month or month and a
The
half.
people who are complaining about Enfield gacha are free to play, so of course they don't really matter in the long run. Same for Stellasaura. So Stellasaura also has also follows a similar idea of Enfield in that they have a spark system at 120. And if you pull 2 5-stars and you lose the first one, you're not guaranteed it on the second one. So it has that exact same thing going as with Enfield. But the thing about Stellasaura is that Stellasaura's base rate to pull a 5-star character is 2%. 2%. Compared to Enfield's, which is like, I think it's like on the same as Wuthering Waves, where it's 0.8%. So that's like more than double. Now, granted, this guy over the Freckles has had some of the worst luck when pulling in Stellasaura, while me on the other end of on the other end of the spectrum, I've had some of the best. I think Stellasaura is the game that I've had the best luck on out of any.
My luck would
game.
only kick in after being a full pity bastard twice.
Yeah, he did get 3 wraiths though after the full pity
and 1 extra Shia, but that was after a full pity on them and the disc. It felt like absolute fucking hogwash.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, I am the Hag Maxer.
Okay.
My 2 most played characters are Shia and Wraith. I am the Hag Maxer.
All right, are we good to start this recording now?
You just do it. I'm good.
Okay.
My brain.
All right. We're still in winter and you're wearing this. You're wearing it because I bought it. So technically it's my fault. My brother's here. He's not feeling well.
There's never a wrong time for that curvature of the all holy stars in the sky, one might refer to as planets, that have yet to become stars.
Are you talking about
in my eyes?
Are you talking about her ass sitting on this chair?
Absolutely not. I'm talking about the curvature of a bright shining star. How dare you?
I'm not looking at a hag though. I'm not looking at Wraith. What are you going on about? I don't know what you're going on about. Whatever. Now it's not the time for hags. Let's get this Donna. Alright. Alright. I guess we're just doing this again. Oh, right. I forgot to stream for you. Oops, my bad. 1 second. There you go.
You cunny bastard.
I could lose this. Hold on. Hold on. Let's not count the chickens before they hatch, okay? I didn't get an achievement, so there's no telling. All right. No, not you. Who would I even want as a standard? Damn it. All right.
It had to happen eventually. The Emperor has fallen off of his throne.
Bollocks. All right, well, that's a good amount of rebates, right, though? Oh, well. All right, well, back into it.
Even Florida is chilly at the moment. Yeah, you guys are kind of going through a nuclear winter.
I mean, Florida has been on fire for Lord knows how long, so maybe it can do with some chills, you know?
Fire?
Is Florida the one that gets on fire, or is it
California, idiot?
Oh, California. Okay. What does Florida suffer from? Floods? Is it floods?
Floods and
okay.
rainstorms.
Well, floods and rainstorms are, you know. What is the likelihood of Florida suffering a flood that's not from a rainstorm?
Wrong side of the country. Be patient with him. He lives in a mirror.
I live in a mirror?
You live in a mirror.
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I'm your reflection.
Okay.
You're the reflection. God damn it. Now I'm in the mirror. Get me out! So I've been in bed for like the vast majority of the last 2 days.
Yeah, I can't wait for when I get sick.
I love getting days off. This is happening so much lately. I plan for getting like a handful of days off, like 2 to 3. and I get sick on like the work day before my days off, and it's just like, oh great, I can't do anything I wanted to do. Ha ha ha. We were gonna go with our mom early in the morning
To a donut shop?
to like a bougie ass. Was it cookies?
No, I thought it was donuts.
Cupcakes.
I thought it was donuts. Are you listening?
Donuts? I think it was. Yeah, we were gonna go to a fire donut shop like early in the morning, but nope. Instead, I'm popping pills and turning the heater to 75 degrees because the heater in this living space I'm in sucks dick and cannot properly actually determine the real fucking temperature.
I can't wait for some.
Metal.
I can't wait for. What'd you just say?
Nabble Full Metal, I need to apologize to you for 2 nights ago. I went a bit more aggro on you than usual, and that's part of because of this sickness. I'm so agitated and irritable. But now I'm just exhausted. I'm sorry.
Where's the 80 pity in this? I can't do my counting. Bro, I can't wait for when summer rolls around. And it gets so hot in my room. And it just it's a miserable experience to just try and record anything. I hated when I started content creation in the summer. Because, oh boy, that heat while trying to do recording. And it was just not a fun time. And I can't open up my window because we're in an apartment complex. So there's obviously going to be some noisy stuff outside in the summertime.
Oh, you've really elaborated on what type of voices are out there. Don't you worry.
I said apartment complex. Look, I know we like to... I know we're a bit more on the hermit side, but... Come on, do you really think there's going to be an apartment complex where there isn't children out enjoying summer?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the JBL speaker enjoyers.
The what? What's the... Is this like... Where are you going with this? I don't understand. What are you playing with in the microphone? It's loud.
Sorry.
Are you playing with magnets?
No, I don't have a magnet.
Okay, what do you have? Are you going to answer the question, or are you just going to sit there and be a pompous little boy? A clip? The bag clips that we use? You're playing with that?
Yeah, the bag clips.
Bro, they're actually making me go to full Donna.
The only energy in my body right now is in my fingers. Cough, cough, ladies.
Where's my 2%? My 2% was literally used on every other single character in this game. All right? This is just happens, all right? But literally, like, almost all of my characters before now, I've gotten early, or I've just won a 50-50 on. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's only one character that I actually had to go full spark to, and it was Fuyuka. Which, funny enough, because Fuyuka is one of my favorites. But that's literally the only one I had to go to full spark to. Everyone else I was able to get pretty quickly. Alright, well, can I at least get her here so I can save 10 pulls? Can I get her here so I can save at least 10 pulls? I don't know who's coming out next, alright? Have mercy. Spare me the 10. Please. Got it. Alright.
Wasn't there a woo update today?
Yeah, Sigrika? I believe you're referring to Sigrika. I mean, I did say that I actually prefer Sigrika out of all the other characters that they announced, so, you know. If only it didn't happen after I just uninstalled the damn game. It'd be so much easier if the game wasn't so big, so I wouldn't have to be making these decisions.
No, it's fine. Ameth is hot.
What?
I said it's fine. Ameth is hot.
Okay, but... Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we understand that. Of course. Disc? Nothing. Alright. Okay. Well, the Hag era is over. It can only go up from here. Or down, depending on who you ask. Where do you think it's going to go? Why do you always make these outros so hard to do? Do I need to go see if he's collapsed in the living room?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm not good.
Are you serious right now?
No, I'm good, but I'm also not good.
Okay, well, the recording's done, alright? You're free to do whatever now at this point.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do my thing, I guess. Alright, who did I pull? No, not you, Nazuna. If there's one, I will say easily the worst thing about Stellasaurus gacha system, I can tell you just off the rip, is how many dupes it takes to max out like a 4-star character. Like, this is actually atrocious. Like, I don't think I have a single maxed out 4-star character, because when you pull one duplicate, you need to pull 2 duplicates before you can unlock each node.
And the 4-star rarity is 8%.
Yeah, it's also like a questionably bad 4-star rate. So you can see I'm half progress on like this second ability, which means that I had to get 2 copies just to level up this first one. So in reality, if this was the other gacha games, I'd already be on tier 3. But because this is Stellasaura, I'm at tier 1.5. So it's atrocious.
But look at her little white hat.
What about the white hat? I can't.
Got a little white hat.
Yeah, that's great. Okay,
She doesn't have a little white hat.
Okay. Alright, got you up.
What did you miss? Everything.
You missed the polls.
Bitch.
Alright, did I get everyone? I'm kind of hoping they come out with like an actual like 5-star version of Cosette, because I like Cosette as a character, but man, 4 stars in this game are not good. Okay, what is our pull economy? Okay, we literally halved that damn thing. Okay, I need to check. I need to like take an inventory.
So why are you getting every single character anyway?
Because I was on such a good winning streak, so I thought, okay, let's just keep this going. Why not? So we got 70. We got 77. Okay, so we got 120, and then we've got, how much was that? 77. So 120 plus 77. So we have 197 pulls. 197 pulls. So yeah, we took a massive blow to our pulls. Unfortunate. Okay, I need to get this bot splits done, because it's gonna refresh in 11 days, and Lord knows, depending on what I'm doing, I'm just gonna absolutely just not be ready for that. What is this? Wind and water. Okay, and okay, well, I don't have Terra built, so let's just use the water over here. So give me this one. Wait, I don't know. Wait, do I want to use Frisia? No, I don't want to use Frisia. I want to use Chitose. How does one have the patience to save and not pull on everything? I mean, that's also part of the reason, you know. It's like, why wouldn't I want to pull on everything? As someone who's not like bought any top ups in this game, I've only bought battle passes and subscriptions. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I'd say the only other game where I haven't directly purchased currency is Girls Frontline 2, but I have bought bundles in Girls Frontline 2 because Girls Frontline 2 has really good bundles. in terms of like actual value for money when compared to like literally the other ones. As a Fate Go player, you have to learn patience. Oh yeah. Is Fate regarded as the worst gacha system? There is no pity in Fate. Or if there was a pity, they added it much later on.
I remember Emaru, she like saved 300 pulls for a character and didn't get the character.
And then quit the game. I remember the
I don't
quit the game
remember that part. I just remember she didn't get the character.
I don't know who I'm replacing in this team with Donna when I get around to actually building Donna.
You gotta commend Fate Go. The light novel to anime to gacha pipeline is real. I guess you could include the figurine collector inside of that pipeline.
Pity is at 100 and 330. 10 pulls give you +1. +1 towards the pity, so you need to do a 10 pull 330 times.
Are you kidding me?
Please tell me I'm misinterpreting that. Please tell me I'm misinterpreting that. That sounds wild.
Maybe they mean 10 pulls will give you 11.
Pretty much.
Like there are some games.
Any 10 pull is
there
one
some
extra.
games in the older gacha?
No. It just means if you do a 10 pull, you get 11 points towards.
Yeah, there are some games of the older gacha era that heavily incentivize doing 10 pulls over like spamming singles. So it doesn't surprise me that that's in that game because that one's pretty damn old.
I'm someone who actually, when I can, I prefer not to spam singles and just do 10s. Like in Girls Frontline, I'll always do it in 10s. Like I'll wait until I have 10 standards before I pull standard. Well, that's unfortunate. Did you even max star this mode when you played it?
Huh?
Did you even max star this mode when you played it?
Yeah, when I used Shia team, yeah.
What was your other team?
I don't, it's the Amber team. But it's the Wraith team now, because the Wraith team is a 5-star, and a 5-star dicks over Amber, because she is not a 5-star.
I'm sure you could make that team work.
No, you can. It's just not going to be effective because of the way Amber inherently works. Just the fact that your auto attacks can hit only one target at a time really fucks you in some of the modes.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong.
And sometimes the lineup of certain detonates Ignis procs with Flora and she the Dragon Girl. It's really bad. Sometimes, like, it just doesn't line up with what you want, but you gotta go anyway because the skill's gonna reset.
Already at level 5 with this one? Nazuka puts in work. Ow. You've been you know about the second Do It Night Abyss hack, right?
Yeah, I read
They've been talking about it
on the Discord.
Yeah. I just got notified in another Discord to like delete some files from a computer, but I checked the respective directories and I couldn't find them, so maybe it's just not there because I already had the game uninstalled. And I had the game uninstalled like months ago. Like, I played for a week. This was before even the first... This was, like, a while before the first hack even happened.
Yeah, we both played for a week.
Now, granted, I did spend money... Did you spend money in the game?
No.
Okay, I spent money in the game, so...
I played to get budget topaz, stare at her ass for 3 days, and then move on with my life.
I wouldn't even call her budget topaz. That feels like an insult. That is an absolute insult to Topaz. Wait, I feel like I'm doing more damage in this fight, and yet I'm still only 3 stars. The hack only affected people who tried to log into DNA yesterday. Well, I know that, but like, you can't be certain. Like, when you have two security breaches in such a short time, it calls everything into question. Like, would you not call everything into question with how they're running that game? I would. Also, I'm getting destroyed by this boss. I can't take another hit.
Maybe Limbus is back up and I can do some mirror dungeon.
Okay, if I get clipped one more time, it is just over. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting those extra stars. Funnily enough, thankfully, boss splits gives nowhere near the same amount of rewards as the other mode, because the other mode also gives standard pulls as well. Okay, well, I guess I'll enjoy my 300, and then I guess another 300 when the ranking ends. Should I just look at people's like records? Oh, it won't let me. What the fuck? All right. So, okay, hold on. Rewards. All right.
Who was that blonde character that was in second place?
Ranking. Okay, minimum 25k. Just need 25k to get 6 stars. And this guy's up here with like near 500. What, this brings Coronas?
Who's that blonde character? No. Their profile picture. Naru.
Oh, that's the current Battle Pass skin wallpaper. It's caramel. This right here. Again. Why do they have shit like this just as like a screensaver? Just sell more skins. Like, just Stellasaura. Just sell more skins. People would love this kind of stuff. This kind of shit. Why are there so many good skins that you just can't get? Actual stupid behavior. Gacha games hate making money with. I don't know, dude. YoStar needs to like hire more people to work in like the art, in like the 3D art and modeling team. Yep, put more skins out. Put more skins out. Can I check the shop? Like, they probably can't check. Yeah, they only run like one skin at a time. But it's like I have this skin. Like, I actually like this skin, even if it's a Christmas one. But at least, like, the Christmas iconography is, like, kept to just the bag. So it's, like, it's just a red sweater. So, and also, she has her hair out and nice and long compared to in a ponytail like this one. What other skin do I have? I have the Fuyuka skin, which is based on, like, an outfit she wears in the story. I say this one's all right. This one's all right, but I prefer default Fuyuko here. Prefer default more. There's more color to it. And then Jiri had a skin, but I did not pull for the Jiri skin. It won't even let me look at it here. So Jiri had a skin. I did not get it. There's the Nausicaa skin that I use. Oh yeah, Noya had a beach skin. Oh, I got Mystique's skin. I always thought Mystique looked a bit weird, looked like her default outfit, so I just went ahead and got the skin. I swear to God, bro, the ZCC devs are trolling us. They want to use Alice and Jane in Hollow Zero, but they put Wandering Hunter as the second boss. Doesn't the bosses in Hollow Zero change? Like it's random? I don't recall getting Wandering Hunter when I did my run this week. Alright. There is... Alright, what do I have for event missions? Okay. Should we just start pumping this? I guess we should just start pumping this. Okay. Alright. We love digging. Alright. I think I'm doing this wrong. There it is. Okay, yeah, that's how I do it. You got OG Pompeii. Hello, Frojo. Yeah, hello, Frojo. When I got home today, I was working on my thumbnail game because I mentioned like a few days ago on our most recent Arknight stream that I wanted to just like add a little bit of a touch to my thumbnails just so that they stand out a bit more to what I had before, which is just like a background, one or two major elements and text. So I said that I added like a film reel border, which you can see in like my two most recent videos and the live stream for tonight. I want to like, I want to incorporate that into my thumbnails now. And I might actually want to might want to retroactively go back and add that to my old thumbnails as well. Or at least most of them. So that's just going to be something that I'm going to be doing on the side during periods of downtime. Base Princess Connect. I kind of wish I played Princess Connect, but it ended the global version went end of service. But I didn't get a chance to give it a try.
It wasn't that great. Literally just play Blue Archive at this point.
I don't like Blue Archive. Just got done watching Invincible. You guys gonna try out Fantasy Uma Musume Star Savior? What are you talking about? Ralphian, I have no idea where you're going with this. I mean, I'm interested in playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby when Almond Eyes gets out of JP jail.
That's 3 years from now.
I'm patient, okay? Hey, maybe they'll fast track us like
No, we are fast tracked by 1/5.
By 1/5.
Sorry, 1/6.
By 1/6.
I did the math.
Okay. You did the math. Guys.
I compared 1 year of JP and 1 year of global. We are, if we were to say the time span of 1 year, we are 2 months ahead of them.
Princess Connect is similar to Blue Archive. Well, I like the characters in Princess Connect more, and I know less about Princess Connect than I do Blue Archive. Like, I think the art style of like Blue Archive looks or Princess Connect looks a lot better. Is it like a full page? A full page. Aside from the wiki, then the wiki's gonna need me to like click in on this stuff. Like I like the design of like characters in Princess Connect. Here, let me just like yank up a few characters. As someone with zero knowledge of Princess Connect, let me just yank up a few characters. I don't want that. That character's good. Where's Saren? I know Saren's one that I've got my I've paid attention to.
Like everybody does.
Hatsune. This does kind of look like an archive character. Yo, there's a dude in Princess Connect? Probably can't play her.
The player character.
Oh, really?
Does it have black hair like they all do?
He's wearing a helmet. Jun. Guy named Jun. Probably an NPC.
Wait, Greya is in here. Greya. I love you,
Donna has the
Greya.
same VA as Reno from Princess Connect. Hello, Ronix. Where's Paracone? Because Paracone's my favorite of the protagonists. Is she like the main?
No. Piracone, Carol, and the elf girl, Kokoro. They're just the three mains that push the male character's story forward.
There it is. Peconery. Pecorin.
Yeah, everybody knows Pecorin.
I think Pecorin's the best if you ask me.
My favorite is Misato.
Where's S? Hold on. Was that a vampire character?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's
like
just Vampy? Wow, you named a vampire character Vampy. Wow. Also, why is her image different?
Scroll down.
Hold on. I want to just find Saren. I need to find Saren. Oh, is Saren pompous? I guess she can be pompous.
No.
Is she not? She looks pompous in these images.
She's just a business woman.
Oh, a businesswoman? Oh, okay. Look, I'm going to run out of shovels. Vampy is from another Siren game property? Oh, yeah, that probably makes sense. What was that? That's a weirdly angled hammer. Don't make me dig there. Okay. I'm pretty sure this ends at floor 15. Okay. Can I get this all? Oh, yep, that'll do it. That it? No, there's more. I'm gonna run out of shovels. Okay. All right. I will take these poles, thank you. Nope, not you. Poles. I heard that Eleanor might be coming soon, so I gotta keep my I gotta keep my poles close to my chest because Eleanor is the one character I absolutely want from this game. I am not going without Eleanor. That is for sure. All right, where is the Teresa? Nope, Teresa. You might be the first one I max out if I can actually get some out of these poles. Alright. I think they might have changed around a bit. Alright.
I can't stay.
Okay, then go rest. Go rest. He's gone. He's gone. -1. He's still sick? Oh, no. Yeah, he's been sick for a couple days. I wonder how many times we're just going to tell Yoastar, yo, we will actually pay you money if you just let us play as the protagonist. Like, we are not going to shut up about it. Donna leads post haste? Alright, well, that's news. I'll let you play the protagonist of Wuwen as a Bride Club. I highly doubt this game's going to get, like, a noteworthy collab. Let's be real here. They'll probably get, like, 2 niche ones, and that's it. I don't really care about collabs anyway, if I'm being honest. Now, granted, collabs aren't for me. Collabs are for fans of the IP that's getting collaborated with to then try the game. But I don't know exactly what they would want to, what game would really want to collab with Stellasaura, if for no other reason than just to collab with Yoastar. So long as we don't get a Persona collab, I think we'll be just fine. Blue Archive got Miku and Scientific Railgun. That's Blue Archive, though, you know? It would be nice if we... okay, actually, I'm gonna scratch that. If we do get a collab character, I actually would be totally down for a collab character, because then that means that's a banner I don't have to pull on. I take everything back, okay? Come out with as many collabs as you possibly can, because I will just proceed to skip every single one of those banners. What, you think Persona's gonna kill the game? I mean, there is that little meme or that theory that Persona collabs kill smaller gacha games. So, I mean, let's not take that risk. AFK Arena is the only server. I mean, if you want to count Wuthering Waves as well, because it's had like its second quote unquote, it's had its second Persona collab with another bike decal. I don't know who the hell is buying a bike decal in like Wuthering Waves, because like the thing about the 3D gachas is immersion. Immersion is like one of the most important things for people to like get hooked into the world of like those specific gacha games. So ideally, you want to keep like the collabs to like as what's the word I'm looking for? Probably just don't want to do collabs at all. But then I say that, and they had the fake collab in HSR, and that shit was terrible. Joker and Queen were terrible units. Don't tell the people who played that game for Joker and Queen that. They'll be upset. A second Ainz? Is that also a collab character? Name kind of rings a bell, but I don't recognize the IP. Overlord? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I didn't watch Overlord. There's like the big four isekai was like Overlord, ReZero, Konosuba, and fuck, why don't I remember the fourth one? The fourth one is literally the one I like watching. Saga of Tanya the Evil. Those I believe were considered the big four isekai. Yes, Tanya. I was a Tanya fan. All right. Y'all can fight over like your Konosuba, ReZero, and like Overlord shit. I was a Saga of Tanya guy. All right. That was a pretty entertaining universe. Tanya the Evil's my go-to show. Yeah, it was a great show. Tanya was so incredibly gritty. It was such a gritty show. It was so good. Do I think X is God or not? I'm not really thinking about that. I'm not really thinking about that part of the show. I'm just more focused on like the actual what the actual conflicts with with like each individual like country or like group that Tanya's squad deals with, and how Tanya takes advantage of like her youth to try and like screw with people and take advantage of them. I got reincarnated as a slime. I don't like reincarnation as a slime. I did not watch that, and I'm glad I don't watch that. Just the bits and pieces that I saw from passing by my brother watching it just does not look interesting at all. Damn, why couldn't we get an outfit for her in that? The EK collabs are a bit random to BH. Some barely make sense looking at you, Resident Evil, and Lycor's Recall. I like the characters from Lycor's Recall. I've never watched the show, but you know, those two main cast characters, you know, I see them all the time. People really love those characters. Just slap more Hakamiku in collabs too. So there's only like one. Wait, what do we even call Hatsumiku in a Vocaloid? Right, Vocaloid. There was like one Vocaloid that I had on my PC as like my background for like ages. I don't even remember the name of that vocal. Popular vocal. But I had like a fan made art of her background. Can I even find her? God, there's so many. I don't know if I'd even be able to find the Vocaloid. What they look like? I believe they were, I think they had different shades of purple and gold, and they had like a shooting, star iconography. If I am remembering correctly. What if I type in purple vocal? Vocal. Not that one. I know it's not. Luca? I don't believe it's... I don't recognize. I think it was Stardust? Was it Stardust? I think I just had her because I just thought the fan art of her looked really good. Okay, yeah, I think it was Stardust. Okay, yeah, it was definitely Stardust. Okay, this isn't really purple. This is more like bluish purple, but... This is the image that I had on the wallpaper engine application. Yeah, I thought Stardust is very pretty. I feel like this design is just kind of the right amount of like detail without being overdone. I don't even know how popular she is. I doubt she's all that popular if I really had to dig a little bit for it. I've never laid characters on this. Laid eyes on this character all my life. Well, this was literally like the second ever Vocaloid that I ever like learned about. What's her popularity? Popularity. Okay, this is a Reddit post on r/Vocaloid, but it doesn't look like it has any traction. It says like she was like in the top 30. I don't know if I want to like actually like judge this properly. What's this? Xing Chen? Oh, is her name also Xing Chen? English is known as Stardust. Okay. Where's reputation? First Chinese Vocaloid 4, first Beijing Photech Vocaloid, first Chinese Vocaloid 4 developed by Shanghai Henhen, voice Vocaloid from the Voice Customized Project, first female Chinese Vocaloid. Where's her popularity? Where's her rankings? Vocaloid 4. Gee? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Nope. Stop. I should be having ad blocker on. I don't know what's going on. Alright, whatever. I think anything beyond Vocaloid 3 was when people stopped keeping up to date on Vocaloid characters. I mean, I think a good parallel we can draw to that is like VTubers. Like, has anyone kept track of VTubers past like what the first couple series of like each respective like branch based on country? Hell, I would even go as far to say that people didn't even like notice the first like debuting ones of certain countries, like the Indonesia branch, unless you play Holocure. Then you'll probably know because thanks to Holocure. And I guess there's also like V Shoujo and stuff like that. It's not just Hololive. There's other agencies. Really miss Percone. Is there not a? Did they not confirm another anime season for it? Was it just like it was only like 2 seasons of Princess Connect? I know the mobile game still gets like animated cinematics for like each like major story chapter it gets because I occasionally see those videos on YouTube, or sorry, not YouTube, on Twitter. Yeah, I know I know the JP version of the game is still going and that the Western servers are down. I know about that. DSM is actually ending? I have no idea. Oh, if this is a character from the Shia story patch, well, I wouldn't know because the Shia story patch is the one stories patch I actually skipped through. So. Why did I choke on that sentence? You can just Why did you choke on that sentence? You can just submit and say your favorite girl is Power. What? Power from... What's the anime? I don't remember. Jujutsu Kaisen? No. No. Jujutsu Kaisen... No. Chainsaw Man. Oh, I guess I just answered my own question. Yeah, CSM is Chainsaw Man. How am I supposed... Guys, I'm not supposed to know these abbreviations off the top of my head. Are you being serious right now? Also, I didn't watch Chainsaw Man either. We're just beating up a child. What do you mean you don't want to watch a developing homeless teenager struggle to find acceptance? That doesn't sound very far off from, like, most internet teenagers. I'm sure everyone has had their chance to experience that at one point. You think there's going to be a new specialty in ZZZ? I hope not. I hope not. If you've been keeping up with Honkai Star Rail at all and you've seen the Elation class, if you ask me, I think the Elation class somehow looks more pointless. It somehow looks more pointless than Remembrance. It's like you just build up a bunch of, like, AHA rating or something, and then you just release, and then it just gets released on one particular character. I don't find that particularly interesting either. And I already thought Remembrance as, like, an archetype was pretty bad anyway, because there was already summons in the game before Remembrance came out. There was not a lot of compelling reason to it. As for like ZZZ Rupture, Rupture had trouble figuring out what it wanted to do from like the get-go. And yeah, they have like a better understanding of it now, but it still needs work. It still needs characters. It still needs more accessible W engine options. It needs more accessible teammate options. We don't need another archetype in version 3. They need to figure out what they're going to do with Rupture first. And minimum, they better be waiting until version 4 before they humor the idea of another new archetype. Elation is one animation away from giving people a seizure. It is also just a visual mess. It is an absolute visual mess. Well, I wasn't even fighting the child there. I was just fighting creatures. Skip remembrance even if midnight is hot and casters can juggle my sausage. Alright. Silverwolf and Sparkle does it better, so you're all ending on elation. I mean, at that point, you are just describing pulling for characters, not necessarily pulling for archetype. I don't recognize this character. I've never seen this character before. Hold on, can we get that character on screen? I want to see a full body shot of that character. I've never seen that character. Wait, she kind of bad. Wait, she kind of bad. Yo, when's she coming out? Yo, I want her. I forget this game you can't hide under this game. She's even got the smug face. Sound like a lot of people that played the current Blue Archive event. What about the one character just showing up midway and just saying, oh, she's kind of bad. I sure do love gushing. I sure do love gushing as well. Looking forward to that second season. Hello, PJ Splat. Nice to see you this evening. Hello, Sanders. Why do I feel like PJ Splat and Sanders come at roughly the same time? Sanders, if you talk about Sigrika banner, I mean, I don't really know what to add there. Other than that, I am actually interested in getting Sigrika myself, if I'm being honest. More so than the other characters. How do you mentally handle all gotchas and events? And what do you mean by that conditioned? I'm not sure what you mean. There's so much time to spend in each game. I wonder how you handle it. Well, you have to consider from a I'm not just playing gacha games. I'm also working full time, and I'm also managing like video content and stuff and like other personal stuff. And the simple solution is just to not play so many gacha games. Like I'm playing I main 3 right now. Zenless, Enfield, and Stellasaura. And Stellasaura is effectively a side game, because it paces its content out rather sparsely and slowly, which works for me perfectly fine. And that's probably why I can appreciate Stellasaura the most out of the other ones I played. ZZZ has like your typical content cadence that you'd expect from a Hoyoverse game, so nothing really different there. And Enfield is definitely slow right now, so I can take advantage of that, at least until things potentially change. Honestly, the game that fatigues me the most with like managing was Girls Frontline 2, because of like the daily content, the weekly content, and also just the event content. That story content goes on for so long. Do I have an opinion on Battle Cats? All I know about Battle Cats is that Muson Caffeine really likes Battle Cats. That's it. That's all I know about Battle Cats. GFL 2 out of all gachas I've played? Yes, Girls Frontline 2 for a while was my favorite gacha game. Then I stopped playing it recently when the Corposant patch came out, because I just got fed up with all of the upkeep. Let me find it. Okay. These are the games I played. I remember specifically because of the app icons. Every single one of these I've played. Every single one of these. So it's like what, 11? So I would say yeah, I started with Genshin, then we did Honkai Impact 3rd. Then we quit both of them. Well, we quit Honkai Impact 3rd not too long after. Then we hard quit Genshin. Then we went on a gacha break for, I think, a year. I think I went on a gacha break for like almost a year. Then I played Star Rail. Then I tried Wuthering. No, I think what I did is I did Genshin, Honkai, drop Wuthering, drop Genshin, big break, start playing Honkai. Played that for a while. Oh yeah, Tower Fantasy also needs to go in here somewhere. Okay, yeah, okay, so Genshin, Honkai, Tower Fantasy, Wuthering Waves, Star Rail, huge gap. Wait, no shit. Wuthering Waves came out like very, very later. Okay, sorry. No, I can't get this right. So Genshin, Impact, Quit Genshin, Big Break, Honkai, Tower Fantasy, drop Tower Fantasy, Wuthering Waves, drop Wuthering Waves, play Zenless 0. Massive gap in time. Pick up Girls Frontline 2 and play Girls Frontline 2 for a lot of time. Play Snowbreak for 1 month, drop Snowbreak. Pick up Stellasaura. Play Limbus Company for about 2 weeks. And then drop that. And then Enfield. So I'd say that's the timeline. Tower Fantasy has Rai Ayami. You wish you played. Tower Fantasy apparently, like, I'm told in the CN version, they straight up just made it MMO-esque. I think the global version still runs on like that gotcha design. So that's unfortunate. You have had an EVA. Yeah, when I started playing Tower Fantasy, there were a few people running around with like Asuka character, with Asuka. The only gacha I have hard quit is the Theory of Restart. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't play that one. Oh, Donna art. Alright, whatever. I am just not dodging these projectiles at all. Oh, hello, Zeta. Did we win, son? The pulls were not great. The pulls were not great. They weren't the absolute bottom of the barrel, but they were pretty close to the bottom of the barrel. Would I describe Wuwa as the solution to Genshin and Arknights as the solution to Wuwa? I would describe Wuwa as Wuwa, Genshin as Genshin, and Arknights as Arknights. Like, after a certain point, I'd say around maybe a year into ZZZ, maybe, no, I'd say maybe somewhere around version 2.3 of Zenless Zone Zero. I've just kind of just stopped with the idea of like actually like trying to fight the idea of like being able to radically change systems of gacha games. Now, I will still present my opinions and critiques regardless, but like actually trying to like push for like massive change is like it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen from the EN side, all right? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen from like the CN side, and it needs to happen en masse. Hello, Pearl fan. You have to pick a side. I am picking a side, but I'm also but that side isn't pushing for change, all right? Change is going the people who actually play each individual gacha game, they will make their decision and speak with their wallet when the time actually matters. It's just for a lot of them, that time has rarely ever came because they are very much content with what these games are doing. There is a picture that my brother, I'm being a bit abstract here. There is a, if you've seen what a Call of Duty dad looks like. Oh, my brother's shouting. Okay, hold on a second. I need to go see what my brother needs. Okay, guys. I need to keep my door open in case my brother needs me. I need to keep one headphone off. He is very weak right now. Just need to help him with something, but he is not doing so well. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I was describing keep the door open. Yeah, I know the door open. I was describing the idea of like a Call of Duty dad, and the idea is that like a Call of Duty dad just buys Call of Duty and then doesn't like consider like the nuances or like the changes to a Call of Duty that makes them inferior with each year. That's how I feel about with like gacha players, is they don't really care about like specifics like Endgame or quality of life. Like they're playing the game because they like the game. They like the game at like the most surface of surface level, and they're never really like gonna notice like a lot of the things that we see, because they don't even see those as a problem, or they don't even notice any of those things as problems to begin with, because they're engaging with like these games at such a surface level that they're not paying attention to it. Like the reason why, so when something happens like say performance issues, that is something that a casual can't get over, because it literally impedes their ability to play the game at like the most foundational level. So obviously, like in the context of like Wuthering Waves, like performance is like the most number one thing that they need to actually be focusing on, because that's something everyone notices. Like even a casual can understand when the game looks like it's not running as well, or they just can't even run it to begin with, or their phone is really hot, or they're just out of download size. You know, HP inflation and like shield mechanics is another thing entirely, because they don't even necessarily care about what score they get from Endgame. They're just playing, if they're even playing Endgame to begin with, they're just playing it to play it. They're not really paying attention to what they're getting. Because a lot of them like the game for the characters and story, most of the characters. That's funnily enough, that's how I feel about Stellasaura. I don't necessarily care about like pull economy, end game, event content updates with Stellasaura. I'm just here to experience the story and then just play like the little bits and pieces of gameplay that this game has to offer to me. I don't necessarily care. I'm just enjoying the experience of being here. Hello, Forest. I need to catch up with what chat's saying. Treating ZZZ like a fighting game is an actual joke. I just don't like fighting games. I hate the idea of having to like sit in like a very sterile like training room environment and just practicing one combo forever. That just sounds so dull. Okay, bye. I want to grind Rainbow Six Mobile. That sounds pathetic. I know the gacha player saying something else is pathetic, but Rainbow Six Mobile. Look, I have a feeling Rainbow Six, the PC game or like the console game, is not faring so well right now. Like I don't think it's been doing well for a while, but mobile, mobile. I'm not convinced. It's a 1-to-1 of the PC game, just less operators. That might act. Unironically, that might actually sound better having less operators. That just means it's easy. It's a more balanced play experience when you don't have so much crazy nonsense. I think the most fun I had with Rainbow Six Siege was in the beta, because that was like the earliest time everyone had a chance to play it, so nobody was like trying to do crazy meta stress. They were just having fun, just doing random shit, or just shooting each other. Not really a care for like crazy tactical stuff or sweaty tryhard stuff. But like somewhere around like after the first few months of Siege, and then everybody started like being like, there was like a meta around just roaming. It wasn't as fun. Controller support? Oh, I guess you can school on some mobile players if you just plug a controller in. I've done that a couple times where I would play like a couple competitive PvP Battle Royale games on the Switch, specifically because I knew I could play better than like the actual kids that own a Switch. In fact, I also think I did that with Modern Warfare 3 on the Nintendo Wii. Oh man, Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii looked so bad. It looked so bad. one moment. Hold on, just a moment. I'm getting called. Hold on, guys. Okay, I unmuted my mic. All right, I'm back, guys. I just had to attend to my brother again. I just gave him some medicine, so he's gonna be out cold in a few minutes, and I'm gonna wait a little bit before I close my door. All right. About an hour to do. That's also why I enjoy the story content of Stellasaura, is it only takes roughly an hour to 2 hours to do. Far, far shorter than we do. Can't believe HSR made a boss to kill remembrance units. How do you do that? Do you just hard CC non-main characters? What roundabout way to make you not use your character did they go about making you not to use your character? Battle stages do I need? Oh, I need to do quite a few. Okay, yeah, just a lot more stamina. A lot more of it. Pump boss? Yeah, I guess there is a robot pump. Give that boss a 90% damage reduction. What? Just to summons? Nothing special or unique. It's just that one archetype. Just make it do no damage. Oh. Boss design. It never changes. I don't know why I thought it was like a creative way of doing it. It's literally Hoyoverse. We talking about Hoyoverse. They have some very blunt and straightforward ways of just saying no. I swear, by the time like I max out a 4-star, I don't even know how much the rebate is. If you get a copy of a 4-star, you're already maxed out. don't think I missed anybody. Alright, what are we looking like after doing all that? 78. What's the math on this? 90, so 204, so 204 polls. And the banner's gonna go for another 18 days. Okay. Fine, I guess. So we're gonna be somewhere around like 230 by the time the next main banner rolls around. Alright. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna be going now. Just gonna be a Stellasaura night, and well, Stellasaura is done. So probably gonna be working on a video over the weekend. Maybe I can get 2 videos out, but I've been working on like I said earlier, the making adjustments to my thumbnail design. So I'm gonna be just busy doing that, and also mucking around with like another side project that I've yet to divulge. But anyways, hope you all have a nice late night, but I will need to be going. Here's hoping I don't get sick, but knowing I live under the same roof as this individual, it's an inevitability, so I guess I should probably prepare for the worst. Alright, y'all have a nice night.